Howdy! How the hell are you? Well, took the cat to the vet today. Now you got to remember, the vet is a year younger than me, 2 years younger than me actually. She was a year behind me in school. She lives within 4 miles of me here. Her husband and I went to school together. We graduated together, Randy, and he raises elk, so I get my elk meat from him. You guys wonder why I like elk so much. Well, that's one reason, because elk is real available to me. Not, I mean, I've hunted one elk, but I've had elk years and years, and that's why I like elk. But talking to the vet, she said I was screwed. Why am I screwed? Well, they passed a law back in 2021, 22, that all of those medicines I could get at Tractor Supply or Tyson's or Farm Fleet or whatever for my animals, for hogs or for cattle or for sheep or fish or dogs or cats or horses. A lot of those medicines I could get at the store. I didn't need any okay from anybody, especially the fucking government. But after the coof, after the COVID, people were self-medicating. They passed a law where you have to have a veterinarian or a doctor's prescription to get certain medicines anymore. And that included all the antibiotics and the ivermectins and all that shit that are still safe for humans. You just have to dose it for a human, because all those medicines are dosed for certain size of dog, certain size of cat, certain size of an aquarium, certain size of an animal. So you have to do some math and dose it for your body weight. And that's what I was doing. I had wormer, I have ivermectin, I got all kinds of antibiotics yet. But if I want to get something, I can't get it anymore without a prescription. So I was asking my vet, I was asking her if I could get a prescription for, say, a certain kind of antibiotic, if she knows I don't raise animals. She said, "Well, I think you're out of luck." So now I got to ask the question: why did they pass that law when everything was fine before that? There was nothing wrong with the system before that. It was because Big Pharma and the medical institution was losing money. They want to sell their products. And if you follow the money, and always follow the fucking money, you will see the reason behind anything that happens is money. Always money and power. And the more money you have, the more power you have. So there it is. And it's about control. They're controlling us. They're controlling us. Ever shrinking freedoms and greater control that they have over us. So what I'm hoping with this new administration is that they really repeal some of these laws and loosen up regulations on shit, so we can get stuff done in this country. We can get back to being great again. I'm hoping. That's just one example right there. There are a multitude of others, and you guys can probably think of them. But I could think of another one, DNRs. Everybody thought it was a great idea in the state of Iowa to consolidate the Department of Fish and Game and the Department of Environmental Protection and all of these little agencies together into one great big organization called a DNR. We'll save money doing that. Well, what they did was create this great big bureaucracy that's accountable to no one. And if you get arrested for something, you're not going to beat them in court. Just not. I learned a $4,000 lesson, $5,000 lesson that way. So you guys really need to step up and start letting your Congress critters know and your senators know that this shit needs to end, or the gallows are going to come out. I guarantee it. It only ends up one way. The gallows come out. That's it. The gallows come out. All right. Got a couple packages. That's enough pontificating for today. I got to go back outside. It's nice today. It's above 30. I'm going to go out and cut firewood out of these little bushes we pulled out of the grove. So I got to cut the firewood out, take the branches and pile them and all that shit. And I don't really want to do that, but I'll cut the firewood out and cut the branches up and get it ready to haul to the ditch. But I got two packages. One I was really I bought one item from Tuli, and she had been sick, and I was wondering why it took so long to get here. But she had been sick. She had and I think she's still a little bit sick, because I was on Farmer's Auction the other night, and she was not feeling the best. Let's put it that way. Anyway, I got the package. So we're going to open that. And I got a nice package from Durban Coin Auctions. See? Joe Durban Coin Auctions. The other addresses I try not to flash in front of the screen, but Durban's I will. You guys need to go to his auction sometimes. You know, how long have I been opening boxes from Durban's now for you guys? For about a year now? Or thereabouts? Half a year? I don't know, man, but I'll tell you what, I enjoy going to that auction. I enjoy that a lot. Just like going to a Coin Cruise auction. I enjoy going to that one too. I actually, because of the interactions on farmers, I turned that one off the other day. So let's just open this up. Here, let me turn this camera down here so you can see something. See, I got pants on. We'll just show you my pillow table over there. How's that? The edge of the desk and the pillow table. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. We're opening this package. I forgot to show you. All right, and try and use these packages over again, of course, all the time. And there it is. She packaged it up very nice. All right. We have this little, a Tuli sticker. Look at that. Little sticker. Enjoy the gold nugget. Thank you for your support, Tuli. Look at that. Yeah. Nice. And she taped it on the inside so I could peel that off and keep that. Look at that. I got another nice sticker from Tuli. She did not sign this one. I got another nice sticker and a really nice note. I like handwritten notes. I try to put handwritten notes in packages I send. So I get those handwritten notes like this. I keep them. I keep each and every one of them. All right. What do we got in here? What do we got? Oh, do. We'll keep that packaging material too. Let me use that again. Let's open up this bag here. And it's the little box in there, and it's rubber banded, so nothing's going to come out of it. I'll tell you what this is, guys. This is Alaskan gold nugget. Don't know what the size was. I think it was a gram or something like that, gram and a half. No, it wasn't even that big, I don't think. Half gram? Might have been half a gram. There it is. You want to get a little closer? I have an Alaskan gold nugget. There it is. See that little piece of gold there? That cost $55. It was $50 plus $5 shipping. That's not a lot of gold, but it's from Alaska. I don't have any Alaskan gold that I know of. So I got some coming from Kiwi, so I'll have some New Zealand gold. I would like to get, do I have any Mexican gold? I do, but it's in coins. I would like to have some stuff from in the wild. You know what I mean? So I'd like to have some United States stuff like California, Nevada, wherever the big gold mines are at. Some from Mexico. I'd like to have some South African gold from in the wild. Just little pieces like that. Half a gram, gram, whatever. And then I'll label that and then put it away for my daughters. My daughters get to have all of this stuff. So there you go. We'll put that like that. I think I can make a pretty good little stand all on its own. Yeah, I'll put it up there like that. And I like the way she's got a package. It's in that little clear container on cotton ball, and then it's in a box. Then it's rubber banded. Then it's in a bag. That's the way it's going to stay too. That way you make sure you don't lose it. But I will mark on the top of the box. On top of the box, Alaskan gold nugget. All right, we got a package from Joe Durbin, and I think I may have some gold in this one. But this is going to be an interesting package here. I don't normally buy, well, let's just put it this way. Joe doesn't normally have gold on his auction. It's mostly a coin auction. So I buy a lot of Canadian coins, but I don't, he doesn't have a lot of gold, so I don't usually buy gold on his auctions. But he had one piece that was that I thought my nephew would want, and so I bought it. And then I contacted my nephew, and he said, "I wish I could, but I got too many bills here." He said, "Maybe some other time." I said, "Not to worry. What I spent for it is an investment, so this is not going to go anywhere. And if you decide in the future that you want to buy it, I will sell it to you for the same price that I bought it." He has that collection of sports memorabilia that would rival a museum. And I sold him, the last one I got was a Ryan Sandberg card that I bought. So, all right, let's see what we got in the box. We have, oh, that's heavy. So that's not gold. This is not that heavy, so that may be gold. This is packaging, so we'll keep that. The box I don't keep. These priority mail boxes, I have other boxes, and I don't know if it's cheaper to send stuff in here or to mail in a plain box and just pay the difference. I don't know, but I don't really keep these boxes because I have to pay to reuse them. The post office did a job there. What do we got here? Nope, that's just one Canadian coin there. What do I got here? Canadian Atmex, wheat. Oh, that's why it's heavy. Penny rolls. What did I get? 3 penny rolls. Yep, that's what that is. 3 penny rolls. I got 1958 uncirculated wheat cent shrink roll and a 2008 P&D uncirculated mint rolls. And with Doge now talking about the Department of Government Efficiency, they're talking about doing away with the American penny because it costs 3 cents to produce 1 cent. So they're talking about doing away with them, which I think would be a smart idea. It should have done that years ago. But let's see here. And see, if you cut them like that, you can reuse these. Yeah, there we go. Pennies. There's that shrink wrap roll. That is a good roll to put aside right there. That's a good roll to put aside. 58D wheats. Is that what it said? 58D? Oh, shoot. And then I put it in there again. God damn it. Yeah, 58 Ps. 58 Ps. And these are 2008. And there's a P roll and a D roll in there. And those are rolled by, let's see, who rolled these? The Federal Reserve Bank? I don't know. I have to take them out and check. Doesn't say. It does not say. Almost looks like somebody rolled those themselves. So they've probably been searched. Not a big deal. They've probably been gone through. This roll, I'm not sure, because the shrink wrap roll, it's not shrink wrapped. It's actually a plastic tube, I think. Let me look. No, I think that is shrink wrapped. And then they got a cap tape on either end. See, they got Lincoln head on either end, so you can't tell if it's a wheat roll, but obviously Joe says it's wheat pennies. So those would be a good roll to keep, I think. I think all these pennies now are going to be a good roll to keep. Good rolls to keep. If they're going to do away with pennies, they may become valuable in the future. I'm not sure. We'll put some pennies out here next to the gold. Can you see them? Yeah, you can see them. Yeah, we'll put them down here. There. We got penny rolls, and we got one little package left. And you guys are gonna like this. You really are. You're gonna really like this. I got a couple of Canadians in here, and another stacker. I think this is yeah, I got another one of these stackers. I think I got a couple more of them up here, but they're cheap enough, so nobody wants them. Those APMEX stackers, and they make good melters. So if I want, let me see if I can find those other ones. I think they're right here. Yeah. So I got two more of them up here. I turn them around like that. Do you see them? They're like that on one side. It says stackables. Kind of a poker chip looking thing. But yeah, I got three of those now. So, and if you get them cheap enough, then if you got somebody like Supreme Ginger Stacker or Angry Warrior, and you want them to make something for you, then you got meltable stuff. So that's what I do with them. Anyway, I do that with buffaloes too. So it's not a big thing. That one will just go on the table with the other two, and if somebody wants to buy one race-wise, then they can. What do we got here? We got a 1964 $50. And the reason I got a lot of these 64s and 65s, but the reason I buy them, because they're 80% silver and it's a half ounce and whatever, but I like the crest on the back. I really do like those crests. If I can get it closer for you. This camera just doesn't. It just doesn't have a close-up mode. No, this doesn't have a close-up mode. But I like those backs. All right, let's look at that chat. Chew, you are always first, man. And that one's really proofy too. Let me look at this in the sunlight. Got one little smudge right in front of her face. Other than that, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Let me read the chat here. I got to look at chat. Yeah, eggs are 6, so they went up. Yeah, they're killing off chicken. Oh yeah, Hillbilly's pens are sweet, man. I give what I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 4 or 5 of his pens I gave away as Christmas gift. One of them pens cost me $90 fucking dollars, and I don't know which girl got it, but they all got Hillbilly's lifetime guarantee with them and stuff, and notes saying that yes, they were commercially available refills and all that stuff. Uh, I don't know which girl got it, but she was very lucky. And then what do I got here? Oh, I got another nickel. You guys know I like Canadian large cent, American large cents, and Canadian small nickels. Trickles and trimes are something that I can't afford. That's a King George. Let me get my old eyes here and see if you have magnifying glass like this. Let me see if I can put that down there, up here like that. Bring that over here like that. See, there's King George. If you can see him right there. That looked better. Uh, 1920. I only have one other 1920, so I got another one just in case. Let's see if I can get this one looking better over here. Maybe. Boy, it's really hard to get the sunlight just right on that back. It's about as good as I'm going to get it, I think. That back is not bad. Not bad. Let me look at it closer myself. It's a little war right at the top of the N and the T and right underneath the crown. But other than that, that's really good. Even the leaves look good. The front is really good. And that's King George V. So that one's a nice little addition to the pile. So we'll put that one out here. We'll turn this one over again because it's got a nice back. Let's just here. We'll do this. I'll put one of them down there. We'll put one of these up here like that. I can put another one down. We'll put the nickel up too. My pillow table is not the straightest anymore, but oh, that one's yeah. Put it like that. Yeah, that's better. Now the nickel, I have to put it like that. Yeah, you can't really see the nickel. All you can really tell is that it's little. All right, we got one more left. One more left. You guys are just gonna wet yourself. One more left. I want you to look at this one. The 2014 WPCGS. This is an MS-70 Baseball Hall of Fame glove. And can you see the glove? Oh, let me get over there. You see the glove? And that's concave, just like a glove would be. It's got a reeded edge. You can see that already in the sunlight up there. Look at that glove, man. Ah, it's beauty. And then the back side is convex and looks like a baseball. So now I got to read it because you ain't going to be able to see it without a magnifier. It says United States of America, $5. So this is a coin, and the W mint mark is on the back by the stitching. And it says Liberty in the front on the glove, in the bottom of the glove, like where the ball would go. And it also says 2014 In God We Trust. So that is a coin, but it's a convex, concave baseball coin. See that glove? Oh, that glove. And you can't see the writing in the glove, just about right there. You can see the Liberty. And down there by the bottom of the glove, it says, "In God We Trust." And you can see the 2014 right down there. That is one cool coin. That's a 1/4 ounce too. So that's one fine looking piece of gold there. God damn. You got to set it up somehow so you can see it. There, we'll do it like that then. We'll take the mermaid off and we'll put Jack Watt up here. Put him over there. Let's put the other gold over there. There. There's the gold we got today. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty, ain't it? Pretty gold. And maybe you can see this nickel better up here. I don't know. Probably not. You turn it around. No, that's about as good as she gets, man. You can't really see that nickel that well. Not unless you're holding it in your hand. And then you got the pennies, of course. Then you got the pennies. But that's what we got today. Now, I told you you was gonna like that gold, man. Yeah, I like handwritten notes in mine. Meg says handwritten. Ashley does. Tuli does. She has really nice handwriting too, man. Really nice handwriting. Look at that handwriting. Isn't that nice? I don't know. My girls were like that too. All had really nice handwriting or very precise printing, one or the other. Yeah, I like that design, that glove design. Because I sold him that Ryan Sandberg card, and I picked that one up fairly cheap and sold it to him for the same price I bought it. Where'd my coffee go? God damn, I left my coffee in the other room. But anyway, he has a hell of a collection of sports memorabilia, and he started collecting that stuff in high school. And he's got what, 3 kids now. He's been collecting it for years and years and years. Anyway, I told him that if he wanted to buy this in the future, he could. So I'll let him have it. Daryl, I got to ask you a question. Do you ever sleep, dude? Because you're on with Kiwi just about every night, morning, and sometimes till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And my God, do you sleep at all? Holy Moses! Like last night, I was so tired because I had to get up early. What did I have to do yesterday? Something yesterday. Oh, I had to go to town and do my mailing, so I had to get up early, and I was up on Kiwis until 3, and got up at 9. And granted, that's 6 hours, but 6 hours for a 69-year-old guy is not near enough. So last night I had to leave Kiwis at about midnight. I just could not. I couldn't keep my eyes open. So yeah, I went out and the best way to Daryl, if you want to beat the egg prices, is just to go buy a half dozen hens, and you don't need a rooster because you don't need them fertilized. So just get a half dozen hens. You can go buy chicks, raise them, and get your own eggs. Make a little backyard coop if you live in the city. and you got a fenced-in yard or something, make a little pen for them, and you have a little coop, and get your own eggs, man. Chicken feed ain't that expensive. And if you got a local elevator or something, you know, under their grain augers, under their transfer augers, they always have a pile of corn bits, pieces. And if you ask them, a lot of times they'll let you have it for free. I go to my local one, I get pails and pails and pails of it just to feed the deer. And if they know I'm feeding the deer, then they, okay, go ahead, man. So just say you're feeding the deer and take it home and feed your chickens. What the hell? There's ways around everything, dude. Ways around everything. So, well, we're going to save this packaging and this packaging and that. Those envelopes and that packaging. All right. When I get enough out here, then I have to generally. Come on. Where you at? There you are. Okay. And generally, I got to get rid of some, but otherwise, not bad. Not bad. I got a lot of boxes and packages, so I get more than I maybe. That's how I should determine how much money I'm spending, because I have more packages and I always reuse stuff than I send out. So I'm spending more than I'm making, I can tell you that. All right. Well, guys, that's what we got. I'm going to go out and do some work. Check on my cat because she got, what, 3 shots today? Got her ears clean, got ear drops, and she got 3 shots, and she got weighed, and the vet said, don't feed her as much. She's put on a pound since last year, so all right, I guess I'll quit feeding her as much. I like my cat. She's hungry, so yeah, but cats are always hungry, aren't they? All right, guys, that's it. I'm done. We're at a half hour. Really good packages this time around. Tooly, thank you much. Hey, freaking awesome. How are you, buddy? Look, see what we got. See what we got. 64 half Canada, 1920 small nickel from Canada, a little half gram or maybe a gram of Alaskan gold nugget. I got my PCGS MS70 Baseball Hall of Fame coin right there. And I got 3 rolls of pennies. This one, 1958 D. Weedy penny shrink roll. I'm going to keep that one. And like I was telling people, they're talking about doing away with pennies because they cost 3 cents to make a penny. So why in the hell are we still making them? Nothing costs. You don't really need a penny anymore. You really don't. And merchants will all adjust. They will all adjust. Instead of 96 cents, it'll be 99. It'll be $1 higher. It'll be a nickel higher, 4 cents higher. It'll be, or a penny lower. I don't think it'll ever be a penny lower, but it'll be 4 cents higher. So there you go. It's just, you're going to make money for the retailers. You're going to make money for the only person who's going to lose in this whole transaction will be the consumer. But the consumer will make that back in hopefully the money that goes to making pennies will go to something else. Like I can tell you right now, I would do away with the DEA because they haven't done shit in the last 4 decades, 5 decades. Yeah, the war on drugs worked really well, didn't it? DEA is just, they're on top of it. I do away with the DEA or really downsize them bad. Who else would I would do away with the ATF altogether. I would overhaul the tax system and make it a national sales tax. So the IRS could really be really shrunk down and take all that money and put it back into infrastructure or back into, how about mental health? We did away with our insane asylums, and we turned all those people loose. And you can see that now on the street, and you can see it on the internet. You can see it. Yeah, the ATF, Jerry. You know, those fucking assholes that come after bump stocks and force resets and, shit like that. The guys that make rules and regulations but aren't laws, and they still convict you of a crime because you didn't follow a rule or a regulation, or you made one mistake on paperwork and then shut down your local gun dealer because of that. Yes, the ATF was established for during Prohibition. Now that Prohibition is over with and gone and alcohol is legal again, the ATF should go away or be completely overhauled and downsized. Really? I mean, why are they there? For alcohol? No. For tobacco? No. For firearms? No. For explosives? No. Go to your local hardware store. Can you get dynamite anymore? No, you got to have a blaster's license to do that. You have to be a professional. There are laws already on the books. The FBI could be overhauled, downsized. Why is the FBI overseas investigating terrorist incidents? They are supposed to be for domestic use only. Domestic use only. That's it. Secret Service, federal marshals, all have jobs to do, but we don't need Secret Service protection for Anthony Fauci. We don't need Secret Service protection for a lot of individuals. Senators, federal senators and congressmen, president, vice president, his staff, the administration, yes, they need protection. But how many people need protection? So it can be downsized. It can be, a lot of agencies can be downsized, done away with, or merged. Boom, just like that. It can be done. No, Chappie, not blowing anything up today. We're going to take a chainsaw and start cutting shit, though. Hey, Chappie, how are you, bud? Yeah, every time something happens, yeah, well, they were on our radar. Well, why in the fuck didn't you do something before they did something? Yeah, okay. All they're trying to do is justify their existence. That's what they're trying to do. Justify jobs. Fuck them. I worked for the federal government for 26 years for the Department of the Army, and underneath the Department of the Army, U.S. Army Reserves. I work as a civilian for the reserves because the reserves are there once a month for 3 days, and then they have their ATs. They're not there every day. They can't maintain their own equipment or their radios or their night vision stuff. They can't maintain that stuff on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. So they hire civilians to do that. So that was my job every day for 8-10 hours a day, was to work on radios and night vision devices, thermal devices, binoculars, telescopes. And I can see the waste and fraud and abuse that's in the system. It can be done away with. Here's one thing. Toward the end of the year, third quarter, we got all this money. We got to spend it. So start ordering parts. You couldn't get them for 2 or 2.5 quarters. But at the end of the year, all of a sudden you got to spend money. Why? Why not save the fucking money? Use it next year. Well, because if you don't use it, you won't get more next year. See, if you use it all, then you're making an excuse to ask for more. But if you save money, then they'll cut your budget because you don't need as much. You've saved some. You can use that money. Well, that's the way it should be. You should be incentivized to save money and not to fucking overspend. The whole system needs to be fucking reformed. Just sorry about my language, but you know what? Some of this shit is just astronomically stupid, and it's so simple to see the solution to it. But nobody wants to do anything. They see it, and nobody wants to do anything because it's so unpopular. People will lose jobs. No shit. Let them go out in the fucking civilian market and find jobs instead of working for the government. Who is the biggest employer in the United States? Federal government. Are there jobs that are necessary for the federal government to have? Yes. Do they need as many as they have? No. So that's the way that goes, man. That's the way that goes. That's the way stuff is. Look at that sunlight coming in the window up there. Look at that. That's what I got to deal with as far as lighting goes when I stream. I got to shut the blinds, shut everything, shut the light off up above, put this light on right here. This light right here. Got to put that light on. Got to elevate it. That's why I don't stream much, because streaming is a pain in the ass for me. Yeah, that's exactly what they do, man. That's exactly what they do, Chappie. And the federal government's the same way. Lobbyists should be banned from Washington, Capitol Hill, from all the state capitals. Lobbyists should be banned. No more lobbyists, period. No more underhanded, here's some money under the table. Get this law passed, and that will benefit us. How about we quit doing that? How about we quit taking political campaign money from corporations? How about we stop doing that? There are so many things that can be done to overhaul this system, and nobody wants to do them. Well, the politicians won't do it because it benefits them. Do you think that we'll have term limits ever unless we have a constitutional convention of states to pass that amendment? No, we won't have. So if your state has a petition to join the convention of states, then please sign that. I have here in Iowa. Iowa is on the list. I don't know how many. We need 3/4 of the states to have a constitutional convention of states. I think we'll get it done, and that'll be one of the first things we pass will be term limits for everybody. Everybody. Look at who's in Congress right now. Predominantly who's in Congress. Old white fucking people. Males, females don't make any difference. Very few young people. But then you put young people in like who's the one-eyed gimp Navy SEAL. See, he saw how good it was. He started out with good intentions, but they sucked him into the system. They sucked him into the system. There are good people. There are good politicians, but few and far between. And they're all going to have to go, and everybody's going to have to be replaced. It was never meant to be a career. It was meant to representatives to get elected, go represent your constituency for 4 years, and then come home and get a regular fucking job and send somebody else. Senators were supposed to be there a little bit longer because they had expertise and experience, so they stayed there a little bit longer. President never had term limits up until, and I don't know when it was passed, but 2 terms for president. That's it. Why? Because presidents appoint Supreme Court justices. And society and laws can be passed left, right, middle by who you elect to the Supreme Court. So, in my opinion, Supreme Court justices should be changed every once in a while, too. That should not be a permanent job. Should not be. And I don't really see why most politicians are lawyers, why Supreme Court justices have to be lawyers because they understand the law. I understand the Constitution, and that's all they need to know. The Constitution, and does this law follow the Constitution? Does this law follow the Constitution? If it doesn't, it's illegal. If it does, it stays on the books. It's just that simple. Why are we not? Taking laws off the books that are no longer relevant? Why do we have law books that are 5 inches thick with antique and antiquated laws? They should be taken off the books if they're no longer relevant to society. Period. How many states have a law on the books that says I can't fish my ass out of a well on Sunday? And the word ass is in there, which is a jackass, which is a mule or a donkey. Jackass, big donkey, small mule, jackass. Can't fish my jackass out of the well on Sunday. Is that law relevant? Really? Is it today? Is that law relevant? No. And there are plenty of laws on the books exactly like that. Why are they on the books? To give lawyers a goddamn job. Family courts, same way. The men in family courts get screwed to the nth degree. I'm telling you, if you have a child, yeah, you should support a child. If you're divorced, half of that child support's on you. Half of it. Do you think a woman should get ungodly, unseemly amounts of alimony? No. She should get alimony till she gets a job, and she should be made to get a job. Some women will get alimony, obscene amounts of alimony, and will never get a job because they're not forced to. They don't have to. They can live on that alimony. Well, it's not made to be a fucking living. It's made to be a stopgap until you get a job. So if you want the children, and women get children 80% of the time, just about 88, I'd say 93% of the time, they decide they want them, and say the divorced husband decides he wants them, and they have this little court battle, and they decide, well, who's going to be the best support for that child? Will that be the mother without a job or the father with a job? So the best result there would be a 50-50 split. Well, who's going to take responsibility for schooling the child or for any of the other activities? You know, that's all got to be looked at. You shouldn't just be giving it to the mother, a child to the mother, because it's a mother is more nurturing. You know, more children are killed by divorced mothers than fathers. I can tell you that. So yeah, we can get into that if you want to. Yeah, we can get into that. We were discussing what we were discussing at the vets today. Spirituality. Yeah. What my daughters are doing and blah blah blah. So yeah. And you guys already know my views on organized religion and spirituality. So that's not a surprise. And I was talking to Randy. My vet is Randy's wife, and Randy comes out and helps her hold stuff and hold the cats, hold the dogs, whatever. And we were talking about it, and I said, you know, if you don't believe in a superior being, you're an idiot, because of one thing, one reason. The universe and everything in it, and you included, are mathematically perfect. You're perfect. Mathematically, you are perfect. And the chances of that happening by accident are 1 in 10 trillion, billion, zillion chances. So there has to be an intelligent design. And if there's an intelligent design, there's an intelligent being behind that design. And go ahead and argue that with me. Try it. Yeah, the system is fucked, Jappy. I agree. And the one guy I watch, and that's redonkulous.com or Terrence Pop, redonkulous.com. And he's more of a suicide prevention guy, but he got into the red pill community because of his divorce and how he got screwed over. And yeah, so give him a listen sometime. Yeah, even if they remarry a rich person and they still get that fucking alimony, and that's bullshit. Bullshit. Yes, child support. Half of that child support's yours. It takes two people, to make a child. Two. Split that in half. That's one. Okay. So you are responsible for half of that child support. That other person is responsible for half of that child support also. That other person, that woman, should be, and that's 90% of the time, I'm not going to say all the time, but should be made to go out and get a job. There are some instances where men get alimony, not many, but some should be made to go out and get a job after a prescribed, after a prescribed amount of time. That alimony should just go away. You haven't gotten a job by then, you're not trying to get one. So, yep, that's my feeling. And I know you guys feel the same way. And you'll have all the women screeching, "Yeah, that should have. We should have alimony for life and blah blah." Ah, fuck you. Sorry, if you're a woman and you believe that, you're fucked. You're stupid. Sorry, just the way it is. Don't like it? Don't listen. Oh yeah, well, you should pay for half of the insurance. If the child is yours, half yours, then you pay for half of the insurance. You pay for half of the school fees. You pay for half of everything to do with that child. Half. Half. All right. I got a right on here. Alaskan gold nugget. There. How's that? Now my girls will know what the hell is what. Yeah, I know. I print like shit. So, yeah, I know. I print like shit. All right. These go out in my collection. All right. Where are my other 6? I got 6 rolls of pennies up here. There. I got 6 or 8 more rolls of penny. Let's move this gold out of the way. We already know that's going out in my stash. That gold is going in my stash. So I'll put that in a bag, keep it protected. I put everything in plastic. I reuse these plastic bags. And I might put these slabs in 2 or 3 pieces of plastic. Why? Just to keep the slab from getting scratched up. Just to protect the slab. That's all. That stays in here. These go outside. Save all of these. I save all of these. That way I know what I paid for stuff. Okay, so we'll put that down there. Put that down there. That goes out in the other safe. We'll put these back up here. That goes out in my safe. We'll put that up here. Here's my other pennies that I've been saving. And I trade some of these to Silver Selling Machine for Canadian stuff. For other coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 of them here. There's 8, 9, 10, 11 rolls so far. 11. Oh, no, I got more. There's 14 rolls. There's 14 rolls. Some of these got to go in bags. Are those bags big enough? Yeah, those bags are big enough. And with this roll of pennies here, I'm going to save this tube for 10th ounce gold. I'm going to take those pennies out, roll them up. So I got another tube down here like that. And I got enough 10th ounce gold. I think maybe I can fill one of them up. I don't know. Might be able to. I don't have that many wheat pennies, though. I don't. This Bank of America roll here, that roll is actually a little different. And then I got these Federal Reserve Bank rolls, but it doesn't say where. So I got those three right there, like that. And then these, okay, these are the ones I just got. And then this is a roll of Wheaties, so we'll leave that over there. And I don't know what these were, if these were wheat or not. I have to take one off the top and take a look. No, these were not. These were, what were these? 62 P's. These are 62 Phillies in this roll right here. So they'll get rolled up in a paper roll. This one, I'm not real sure what these were. There's two more. They got to go in a bag. And I should do them by years. Those are Federal Reserve Bank of... A lot of these are really hard to see because I can't see the date on the end. They're 1960 something or another, but what, I'm not sure. And if anybody's looking for a roll of 1990, I think, dimes. These are uncirculated 68 S's. Federal Reserve. Here's some two rolls of 1963s. I don't know what these other ones are. Yeah, it's hard to tell some of these what they are just by looking at the ends. I got to look at the sheets just to see what they are. And then these three can go into another smaller bag, and I'll keep the big bag. These look like hand rolls here, so I don't know what's in them, but they could be, these could be interesting because they look like hand rolled. People hand rolled them. Look at the ends. They could be interesting. I don't know what's in them. And when he sold them, he didn't know what was in them either. Just a roll of pennies. So they're going to go in a bag. Those could be really interesting to look through, but I don't look through pennies. That's why I sell them to Silver Selling Machine and Trader. There. We got, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rolls of pennies so far. And I've traded Silver Selling Machine a lot of pennies already. I've probably done another 12 rolls or better. So, oh, we got our camera is really screwing up there. There we go. 14 rolls of pennies. Look at that. A lot of times you really got to adjust this camera. And two of them in rolls. You know, I'm hoping that I got enough 10th ounce gold to fill one of these. Boy, would I love to have enough to fill both of them. But I don't think I got that because I only buy 1/10 ounce of gold a month. That's all I buy. And I've been buying 4 years, 5 years, something like that. Yeah, insurance. You got medical insurance. I don't know if you got life insurance on your kids. When my kids were small, I bought a life insurance policy on every one of them when they were born. I think $50,000 a piece, and made my wife and myself as beneficiaries of the, just in case a child had an accident. So you got medical insurance, you got life insurance, you got which other insurance? Which other insurance is you talking about, Chappie? Yeah, I buy a 1/10 ounce a month every month. Comes directly out of my checking account. I don't miss that money. It's budgeted every month. So anybody can do that. Let's see, Acre Gold does that with bars. Um, Money Metals Exchange does it. That's where I get mine because I have my vault services through them. I had it at the Delaware vault to start with, and I moved it because I don't like the state of Delaware and I don't like the politics there. And they were doing something with vault regulation, so I moved it to MMX Vault, and I believe that's in Idaho or Utah, one or the other. They have one in Texas too, but I don't believe my stuff is there. Anyway, I think it's in Idaho or Utah. Utah, I think, maybe. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely, Jerry. Definitely. When and that's another thing. You have, let's just say, all right, two people. Two people commit murder. Two people commit murder. One's a man, one's a woman. Same circumstances and everything. Who's going to get the strongest sentence? Who? A man will. A woman will not. 9.99999 times out of 10, a woman will not get the same sentence as a man. Why? If everything is the same, everything is the same. Why is one person getting a different sentence? And the law is the same. The law is not gendered, but the judges are, let me say, I can't think of the word right now. Let's see. Yeah, add shrink wrapped. I'll put that in with this other one if it'll fit. Are biased. They're biased toward men. And most judges are men themselves. I would say most judges are, not all judges, most judges are. Why would they hand down a sentence that's different? See, the jury found them guilty of the same crimes, same circumstances, same everything, but a man gets handed down a more severe sentence. Why is that? I can't tell you. I just know that that's a fact. I got to go to the bank and I got to get some rolled paper because we took all our change apart. My middle daughter was here, and I'm starting to get her interested in looking through coins and trying to find different things, like the 4 different Abraham Lincoln series. He's got the wood chopper, the one sitting in by the cabin, the Congress, whatever. There's 4 coins in that series, and she found two of them. And then I started telling her about war nickels and what to look for with war nickels. And we've only found 1 war nickel in our change. I think we found a P. And what years they are. And then I was explaining to her which coins are silver and which aren't. We did find 2 silver dimes, 2 silver rosies. And then I had to show her what a merc a Merc dime look like. And so now she's just looking through her change. So that's how it starts. Maybe I can get this girl to actually become interested in coins, and then silver and gold by that point. Maybe, just maybe, I can get her interested. That would be the middle one. The youngest one, not so much. She's more interested in motorcycles, riding motorcycles, dogs, animals. Because she's had ferrets, she's had rats, she's had dogs. Don't believe she's had a cat. She liked my coon and my skunk when I had them. We had opossum babies when they were younger kids. So yeah, the neighborhood has a deer every year, just about. So you can go out and pet deer if you want to. But I told them never get attached to deer because they're for eating, they're not for petting. Anyway, yeah, I'm a little more pragmatic than most people. Do I love animals? Yes, I do. Will I kill them? Yes, I will. I used to trap. I trapped for, God, since I was 10, 11 years old. And I quit 4 years ago. No, more than that. Before I was 60. About the time I was 56 or so. About 10 years ago. And then I just, my joints were so bad I couldn't walk up and down ditches. And I couldn't walk. So what I did was, I figured, well, if I can't walk, I can still stand, still strong. So I made a skinning machine that you hang the critter on. The machine actually pulls the hide for you. I made one of those, and I started custom skinning for local trappers. And I custom skinned for 5 different guys, and I had, in a couple of weeks' time, beginning of the season, November, that's the heaviest time for trapping, because that's when most of the surplus is right at the beginning. You go through 3,000 coon in 2 weeks. Easy. And coyote and fox and mink and muskrat and possum. And I'm the only guy that'll skin skunks. So I said, if you guys, because most of those guys just toss possums or skunks. They just toss them because fur's not worth anything. So I said, no, bring them to me. I will skin them. If you give them to me, if you just bring them to me, I'll do the skinning, and you just leave them here instead of throwing them, and then that way they'll get used. So I would make money doing that. And then the local coyote hunters would take coyotes over to my brother's because he would cut the heads off and boil the heads, and he sells the skulls. And I would go through the pile after every weekend, and I'd find one that looked half-ass good, whatever. And they quit doing that when I told the one guy, yeah, one of the coyotes that you dumped at my brother's, I took home, I skinned, I combed out, I washed, I got $25 for. And then they quit doing that. Well, probably should have done that, but they just like to hunt them. They don't like to. And if they get a really good looking one, then they'll skin it themselves. But usually take it to my brother's because it might have mange spots on, or whatever is wrong with it. And they'll just give it to my brother, and then he'll cut the heads off and boil them off and sell the skulls. The rest of them gets buried. So I would go through the piles. Man, what the hell? Make a little money that way. Then I got to the point where my hands were so arthritic, and this one knuckle locks up right here. It locks up. And I have to move it like that. Then I quit doing that, and I sold my machine to my brother. And so he uses it because he still traps a little. Not like he used to, but still traps some. And I sold him that stuff. I have my fleshing beams. I have 2 fleshing beams yet. I have a vertical fleshing beam, and I have a horizontal beam, or an angled down beam, not a horizontal, angled down. And my fleshing knives. I still have those. Got to sell those. What else do I have yet? Well, I still trap weasels. You know, I can put out 12. I think I got 12 or 14 weasel boxes. I can put them out. And I like trapping weasels because nobody does around here. So I'll trap them. What the hell? And they're only worth $1 or $2 a piece, but they're fun to catch. And I'm not going to do the population any damage by catching 12 of them a year. So they're fun, though. They're nice. I have 2 of them mounted, and I have a third one I wanted to get mounted. I have a completely white one in ermine. Then I have one that's half white, half brown, just turning color, and I want a brown one on the same mount. And then that way people can see the transition in where my fish, my weasels, all that stuff will get donated to the Metro County Conservation Commission, and they can hang it in their building for displays, or they can sell it. I don't care. You know, fucking make any difference. You can take those deer horns to a horn auction. There's a big one over in Macokota or over on the Mississippi someplace, a big horn auction my brother goes to because he sells antlers too. And he'll sell anything. Anyway, you can go over there and sell those mounts, and some of them bring pretty good money. So people are just looking for that stuff. Anyway, that's it, guys. We're over an hour. I want to get done. Funny quote: "Deer aren't for petting." That's right. Deer aren't for petting; they're for eating. That's what they were made for. And sorry, they're just a small cow. That's all they are to me. I mean, we'll see you guys later, man. Take it easy. Thanks for coming. See ya.